This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. To take a look at the Warriors. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now in 5th place. And checking out Denver, a half game back.
And I think for Denver, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
Neither did I, but clearly they're not the dominant force we thought they'd be. They've got some kinks to work out for sure.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for them. It's Curry and Hield. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Kuminga in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, in at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Peyton Watson is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And these teams have had different stories so far in the NBA Cup. Greg, one is undefeated. The other is under 500 in these games.
Yeah, so that 3-0 team has major motivation, right? They want to keep the momentum going. But don't sleep on their opponent. They want to win to register some positive momentum and also focus on the regular season.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Curry with it. Hield outside. Outside, Green. Kuminga with a wide-open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Next game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Suns. Here's Murray. Pass to Brown. 4 on the clock. Jokic with the screen on Curry. Murray, no good. Here's Golden State now. This, the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I briefly spoke with Michael Malone. Now, I asked him about the challenge they face in defending Steph Curry. He said Steph is so hard to contain because of his constant movement off the ball. Conventional defenses won't work against him. The matchups will be fluid. He'll see a lot of different guys coming at him. He's looking and needing a total group effort. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now here's Curry. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Murray against Curry. Brown the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And it's Jokic missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going. And those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Free throw drops for Green. And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in two-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in three-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
It's time for the dance jam. So get up and get down. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us the moves.
And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. Jokic is second.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Outside for Murray. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Kuminga against Porter. Outside, Green. Going inside, Golden State needs to get off a shot.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Watson. Here's Brown. Outside, Porter. And again, Denver with the triple.
A true sniper from long range, Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Outside, Kuminga. Murray finds Jackson Davis. Here's Hield. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here's Watson. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Murray. And Denver again with the bucket.
In the mid-range, Murray can really make it happen now. He's just that versatile a scorer.
Hield outside. Kuminga against Porter. Kuminga kicks to Green. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray outside. Shoots over Curry. The Warriors pull it in. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Now, Jokic, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Pass to Watson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. It's stolen by Curry. Hield outside. Here's Green. Buries it down low.
Good decision-making by Hield, giving it up when somebody else was freer and in better position.
Murray outside. Down low. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Porter against Kuminga. Back to Curry from past the arc. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. 8-point game. Pass to Watson. Here's Brown. Covered by Hield. A fadeaway. Jokic, no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Nuggets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Brown, the pass to Jokic. The Warriors pull it in. Outside, Kuminga. Trying to find Jackson Davis and gets it to him.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And there's the smooth jumper for Murray. That is always a weapon.
Now here's Hield. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass all around, and just his effort level was off the charts.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Clippers. Watson, the pass to Porter. Murray outside. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Murray's got 9.
growing into more of a passer. MPJ getting that assist.
Now Curry. He's got 8. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Here's Murray. The rebound by Hield.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And Curry has it in the corner. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's Porter. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. They get it back. Jokic. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Using that huge body down low, Jokic racking up some hustle points.
Outside, Kuminga. Hield kicks to Kuminga. It's Curry outside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball.
Timeout.
And get out of the way.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. For the Nuggets, Crawford's checked in, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Christian Brown. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Payton comes in for Draymond Green. Moody's checked in for Kuminga. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Murray. Last game we saw him score 13. Inside, here's Jokic. Drops in the layup for 2. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
And here is Moody. 9 points last game. 5 to shoot. Hield with a screen on Westbrook. Melton, no good. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Crawford. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Murray right side. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Melton. Nothing on the board. And Hield launches it from deep. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
3 points.
And the Warriors lead by 7. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute. You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Wasted no time on that one. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
This is a key make for Hield, showing the ability to shoot it off the bounce.
Watson finds Murray. Here's Crawford. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now here's Hield. He's got 7. Pass to Payton. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Hield's playmaking continues to improve. Solid pass right there to the open teammate.
Outside Westbrook. Back to Murray. Now here's Watson, covered by Payton. Here's Jokic. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Jokic has got 6 points.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
Three-pointer heel. That's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Murray. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Healed outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. 10 points for him. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Warriors on top, up by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
We've got Russell Westbrook. Saric is out there with Porter. It's Najee in at the power forwards position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Saric outside. Here's Strother. Moves back up. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Saric.
Saric is a high-energy guy and does a nice job positioning to get that offensive rebound.
Now here's Curry. 29 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
That's good from Stephen Curry. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 8. Melton passes to Payton. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Some nice passing by Golden State. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Strother. 6 points for him. Westbrook with it. Lays it up off the glass.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Russell Westbrook.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The first one falls.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
Christian Brown's checked in for Denver. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Porter. They set the pick. Fires from the wing. And no good that time. Warriors leading by 8. Now, here's Moody. Still yet to score. Curry passes to Looney. To the middle. Out to Payton. From the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Brown the pass to Westbrook. Here's Najee. Defended by Looney. Pass to Porter. Left side, Westbrook. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Great look, but off the mark. Down low. Here's Najee. They get it again. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Looney. Out to Payton. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets trail by 8. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Dynamic on the run. Westbrook flies in the open court.
Now, here's Melton. Tight defense on him. Pass to Looney. Now, here's Melton. Now Payton. Here's Curry. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Payton. For 3, Murray. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Melton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, DeAnthony Melton flies under the radar, Clark, but he is a solid role player.
Rock solid in every way, partner. Does a little bit of everything. You know, he's a disruptive defender and has great instincts at that end of the floor. He also can space the floor for you because he can make threes, but also can make plays, too.
First free throw is good. You know, Craig, the one thing you love about the NBA Cup tournament, it makes these early regular season meetings matter much more than they used to.
A win is a win in the regular season, right? But you can never have that taken from you. But you do have an extra layer of intrigue in these games with the NBA Cup going on.
Melton hits them both.
You know, with Melton, you get a lot. You get floor spacing, steals. He can play both guard positions. And he's a good rebounder for his size, too.
Castanagi. Outside Porter. Here's Brown. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Melton passes to Kuminga. Over Porter. And Kuminga gets it to go. Kuminga's got his second basket. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray outside. Shoots over Melton. The Warriors pull it in. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. From down low, the inside game of Stephen Curry.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors leading by 8. And here is Moody. Still scoreless. Curry looking around. Clock at 6. Porter with a block.
You know, one area where I think Porter Jr. has surprised a bunch of folks is his shot blocking. I mean, he's got a natural knack for doing it. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Melton. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix.
The ability to play the one makes Melton valuable. He finds teammates when they're in good position.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 10. Porter against Kuminga. Murray down low. Shoots over Melton. And the shot no good, a bit short.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Jokic, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And then for Golden State, Draymond Green comes in for Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. Warriors leading by 10. Hield outside. Kuminga kicks to Green. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Castanagi. Here's Brown. Jokic with his screen on Hield. Jokic inside, working on Green, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Here's Melton. And the Warriors miss again. The Nuggets trail by 10. Jokic passes to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Into the lane. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Murray's got 15.
Boy, Murray not only is strong, but he's got really good speed, too, and that gets him by the defense past the contact.
Back to Green. To the paint. Here's Hield. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 12 points for him.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Jokic with the screen on Melton. Second chance effort. Jokic, no good. Warriors leading by 10. Up top, Hield. Back to Melton. Fires for 3. Jokic traps the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Westbrook passes to Brown. Pass to Murray. The shot's good. Now that's 17 points for Jamal Murray.
At his most explosive, Murray is a wrecking ball. And the way he's going tonight, he might just knock this entire building down.
Now, here's Melton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And talking about Buddy Hield, he is someone you can definitely count on. He can score from any place.
Yeah, he's got great range, and his durability is just as impressive as his stroke. You know, most seasons, Buddy Hield plays in 80 or more games, and that is very much a rarity these days. And he's also a 40% career shooter from 3. So he can space the floor, and you know he's going to be on the floor whenever it's game time.
He misses the free throw. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
He hits the second from the line.
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 6. Shoots over Jackson Davis. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Jokic. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Jackson Davis. Golden State moving it around. Hield outside. It's hauled in by Watson.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Murray finds Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Hield the pass to Kuminga.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
The Warriors have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Hield. Porter passes to Jokic. Porter inside. Covered by Hield. It's good. Porter's got 10.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And Hield launches it from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. In the West, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You could tell that teams aren't sure how to defend SGA. He gets into the lane so easily, and he can also hit the three ball. Now, he's a good floor general, lots to work with.
Feels like he just keeps getting better and better and better and better. And now let's check out the Denver Nuggets, who are in a close game after one half of play.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just forced turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean when your opponent is shooting over 50%, a lot else has to go right. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. And it's Kuminga in at the small forward.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down. Because after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Now here's Curry. Bullseye! Curry with a deep three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Watson, the pass to Brown. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got his 5th assist in this one.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Now here's Curry. Tipped away. It's stolen by Watson. Pass to Brown. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Back to Murray. 4 on the shot clock. Watson for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry's shot is off. Nuggets trail. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Brown. And here's Porter. shoots over Jackson Davis. Porter, no luck. Healed outside. Kuminga. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Kuminga's got 7.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Porter.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now here's Hield, 13 points in the game. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Watson. And that's good. Draymond Green for 3. 7 points in the game.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about him. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions, which I love seeing, and horses apparently one of his other passions for sure.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Like every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Now here's Curry. He's got 25. From downtown. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists tonight. The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray surveying the D. Now here's Watson, guarded by Green. Pass to Porter. Deep 2 from Murray. And Michael Porter good for 3. Porter's got 18 points.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Jackson Davis with it. Now here's Kuminga, guarded by Porter.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now here's Porter, following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga. Porter finds Jokic. That ties the game. He's got 14.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Jokic. Curry gets the bucket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Yes, that goes in.
Porter's role is to score, and he's playing his role extremely well right now.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to Hield. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Green, the screen. Curry shot is off. Denver's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Pass to Porter. Here's Brown. Covered by Hield. They now take the lead. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Moody's check in for Draymond Green. And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. Second, Stephen Curry. And, of course, Jamal Murray.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed.
Now here's Curry. He has 31.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the inside. Here's Brown. Misses the baby hook. The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Pass to Watson. Here's Brown. Nice move. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Hield. Curry with it. Puts up a deep three. And Brown pulls it down. Brown's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in our locker room. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
You can't put a price on it, David. Thank you. Now Murray. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Jokic with it. He's got 14. Here's Porter. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Good. Curry. So dangerous in transition.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Russell Westbrook in for Denver. Porter dishes to Watson. Westbrook against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Curry against Westbrook. Shoots over Curry. And again, Denver no good. Warriors leading by 3. Fires away from outside. Denver grabs the miss. Watson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jokic kicks to Murray. Watson the pass to Westbrook. Trying to get something going. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry.
Boy, Westbrook's so good at navigating the defense. This guy has ball skills, dexterity, and a motor that just doesn't stop. He gets to his shot when he wants to.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook continues to pile up incredible numbers. I mean, his intensity on a nightly basis is absolutely insane.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Curry. Both free throws good from Westbrook.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Now here's Hield. 13 points in the game. The tray. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. It's a 1-point game. Jokic with the screen on Hield. Murray, no good. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Moody the pass to Hield. Over in the corner, Kuminga. And a miss there on the triple. Denver's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Murray, good.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Melton against Westbrook. Pass to Moody. Hield with a screen on Westbrook. Melton against Westbrook. Melton, no good. Nuggets have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Jokic. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Melton. Hield outside. Hands it from downtown. Hield's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
It's really that simple for Hield. His shot so dialed in and on target.
Westbrook finds Jokic. Over Looney. And that one hits back iron. The Warriors shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Hield bounce pass. And he banks in the layup. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Hey, when you've got a laser like Hield that can score it, those assist opportunities just go way up.
Pass to Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Melton with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Melton, no good.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Outside Westbrook. Inside. They need this. That's good from Porter on the assist by Westbrook. Porter's got 12 points in just the second half. Now here's Melton. He's got 5. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Trying to find Hield and gets it to him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Gary Payton is checked in for the Warriors. The Nuggets trail by 3. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Melton.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Here's Westbrook. The kick out to Porter. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Porter's got 25 points in the game. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He's raised his three-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. Back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Drother in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now here's Payton. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Melton. It's rebounded by Najee. Najee's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Murray against Curry. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Payton inside. Charges there. Now Curry. From deep. Unable to get that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Brown. Here's Strother. He's guarded by Melton. By himself. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Melton's so good at creating offense. Poked it away and self-serve for the hoop.
Here's Najee. Murray outside. Here's Strother. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Now, here's Looney. Outside, Payton. To the inside. It's tipped. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Najee passes to Brown. That puts them in the lead. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Now here's Curry. And here's Looney. Out to Payton. Just 5 on the clock. From the line. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Gary Payton II. 2 shots.
That's good from Payton. The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And both free throws good for Payton. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Najee. Murray with it. Over Curry. Murray, no good. Here's Payton. Now Curry. He's covered by Murray. Now here's Kuminga. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. That free throw good from Kuminga. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets, trailing by 4. Here's Brown, defended by Kuminga. Curry against Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Pass to Watson. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Murray tried to bank it in, but he misses. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Curry with the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Murray. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Watson. Following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Back to Watson. Wants to get it to Westbrook and does. No good there.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound. He got it done.
Pass to Looney. And here is Kuminga. He's covered by Westbrook. Fades and shoots. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Murray. Knocks down the step-back J. Murray's got 21 in the game.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
Now here's Westbrook. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Melton passes to Curry. Now Kuminga. Over Murray. And Kuminga gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray with it. Lock at 6. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Murray.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Pass to Murray. Shoots over Melton. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket for Murray.
With the game on the line here in the fourth, he's managed to hit only 2 of 8 shots.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Curry setting the pick for Kuminga. Looney kicks to Melton. They get the rebound. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Russell Westbrook. Golden State also making some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Green comes in for Moody. And Hield subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Pass to Watson. Porter with it. Defended by Kuminga. Murray outside. Here's Jokic. Porter outside. Outside for Murray. And again, Denver no good. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Hield. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Hield so good at finding ways to get it in the hoop, regardless of who's defending.
At the line for the Warriors, Buddy Hield, taking 2 shots.
No good on that one.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
And he sinks the second. The Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. No good on the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Porter, the three ball. And the three ball is good. Porter's got 28.
You know, he knocked down a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence through the roof.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Outside Curry. Now here's Green. He's covered by Watson. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Down low, here's Porter. And he makes good on the way. 30 points for Michael Porter.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Now here's Hield. Outside Kuminga. To the middle. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. One-on-one fast break. Here's Brown. Covered by Hield. Now Jokic. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jokic passes to Murray. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 7. No one near Curry as he lets it go. It's good from long range. Curry's got 39.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Love the mentality there. I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Here's Curry following the basket by Jokic. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 41.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
They set the pick to the wing on the left. Here's Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for Denver, Nikola Jokic, taking 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Well, Jokic is a true point center because he can do it all. He'll lead the break at times. He's one of the most unique talents in the NBA.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul, 4th team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Stephen Curry, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And both free throws good for Curry. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. A 12-point game. Down low. Pass to Brown. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
Good find from Jokic. Fantastic at getting that rock to teammates on time, on target.
Warriors leading by 9. Curry fires from way outside. And the Warriors miss again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Murray finds Jokic. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And the baseline jumper, no good. Golden State's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. Both good from the line that time. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Now, here's Moody. D right on him. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup. 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They've played that well.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Stephen. Even for you, rare form tonight. How do you do that?
A lot of work. Guys blessed me with a lot of talents, and I just have a lot of confidence. My teammates have confidence in me, so for me to just continue to play hard, stretch my imagination, what I can do, and just let it flow.
There were no limits tonight, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now